Let me ask you a question. What if the next DLC will be from franchises that are all already included in Smash? Of course, we have seen that all the DLC thus far, except for Piranha Plant, are from new franchises that are not yet present in Smash. And I'm certain that the 5th DLC will be no exception. Now we will be getting even more DLC fighters as stated by Sakurai in the latest Nintendo Direct. So that leaves a lot of room for opportunity. So what if all these fighters were not from new franchises but rather from franchises that we have seen before in Smash? Is that something that's likely to happen? I don't think so. As Sakurai stated, more game worlds will come together in Smash with the new DLC. So it's not very likely that it means that we will get characters from already present game worlds in Smash. But still, I think it would be a nice change of pace to get some familiar faces from worlds that we have already seen in our favorite fighting game. And by discussing this, I think we can also discover some characters that people might want to see in a possible future Smash game. So here's what's going to happen. In this series, I will take 5 franchises in each video which are already present in Smash in order of appearance. We will go through the roster and discover all the worlds that are to be found. For each one, I will give you one character that in my opinion will be the best fit in Smash for that universe. I will look at fan demand, relevancy, and of course, things that I would love to see. I also really want to know on what you have to think, so please leave in the comments who you want to see from the franchises that I will discuss. Today our first 5 characters will come from Super Mario, Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda, Metroid, and Yoshi. Because yes, his symbol is different, so that means that we have to count him as a different universe. And remember, everything goes. Even if they have been assist trophies, spirits or Mii costumes. Let your wildest wishes come true. And with that being said, let's begin with the best pick in Smash for Super Mario. Look, I don't want to riot on my hands, so I'm just going to say it. Waluigi should be the next Mario character in Smash. I think if they don't go with this one, people would be surprised. But in all honesty, it's also the Super Mario character that I want the most. Waluigi is an assist trophy at the moment, of course, which means that it isn't possible for him to get in Smash Ultimate. But he would be a great contender for the next installment. If you've read about DLC wishes, then you heard about Waluigi, reaching absolute meme status at this point. People have talked about Waluigi getting included in Smash for a long time now, and for a good reason. All our favorite Mario boys are here to be found. Mario, of course, Luigi, and Wario. But unfortunately no Waluigi, which is a shame because he can have a very unique moveset compared to the others. Just as they did with Wario and made him more after his WarioWare appearance, they could make Waluigi more after all the different games that he has appeared in. I mean, the poor soul hasn't had a video game of his own yet, so you gotta do something, right? So just like his assist trophy, give him a tennis racket. A die from Mario Party, a little go-kart from Mario Kart, and build his moveset around that. Besides Waluigi, you could maybe consider Captain Toad, but in my opinion, Waluigi is the way to go. And of course, we have our boy Geno. But I look at the RPG series as a different franchise, otherwise he would have been a great pick. As for Waluigi, he has been kept in the dark for way too long. And one day, he's gotta come out.
Waluigi time!
This one is also a no-brainer to me. I think the Kongs are all a bunch of fun characters, and I wouldn't mind one of the DK64 crew to get in. I mean, even Funky Kong would be really dope. But there is one little Kong that really deserves to get in, and would also bring something entirely new to the table. Yeah girl, Dixie Kong. I've heard people talk about making her a Diddy Kong Echo, but that would be just silly in my opinion. Dixie's whole gimmick is fighting with her hair, and to not include that in her moveset would be just stupid. I mean, she can grab things, fly around, and just whip it back and forth like it's no one's business. I mean, she was a huge part of Donkey Kong Country 2, she was the star of Donkey Kong Country 3, and after that she would guest feature in a whole lot more Donkey Kong and Super Mario games. And most recently she was playable in Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, as well as on the deluxe version on Switch. We have seen her multiple times in Smash as a trophy and even as a sticker in Ultimate. So now is the time for her to come alive and become a fighting badass in this game. I mean, look how happy people got with King K. Rool. Of course, there were different reasons for that as well, but I'm sure players won't mind this new Kong getting in. The only other Kong that might have some chance beside her, I guess, would be Cranky. But still, he hasn't been as much playable and significant in the DK universe as her. Is he an important part? Sure, but more from a narrative standpoint, and not from a getting into an awesome fighting game standpoint. The Legend of Zelda has been done wrong when it comes to Smash in my opinion. As one of the biggest Nintendo franchises up there with Mario and Pokemon, characters have been lacking for this universe. And what did we get? 3 Links, 4 if you separate Breath of the Wild Link with the other ones, 2 Zeldas and 1 Angry Ganondorf. Don't get me wrong, I love all of them and I think they are all significant in their own way. I was very happy with the return of young Link. But mix it up a little, make things weird. The Legend of Zelda has so many amazing characters and the one that deserves it the most in my opinion is Skull Kid. Again, an assist trophy, but that goes to show that people still like him and that he is a well-fitting character in Smash. Skull Kid appeared in Majora's Mask, which is my favorite Zelda game, and later in the remake Majora's Mask 3D. He would also become playable in Hyrule Warriors, but he has left an imprint on all of us. This sad little evil imp is so different compared to the other Zelda enemies, and that's also why it would make him an amazing Smash character. Skull Kid isn't really a physical fighter, but he can levitate, make moons fall from the sky, teleportation and several magic attacks. Of course, the moon is also an assist trophy at the moment, but you could use something like that as a final Smash, or maybe even make him transform into full Majora's boss mode. I understand it's an older character because he comes from the Nintendo 64 era, but it's still among one of the most unique and interesting Zelda figures out there. And come on, we could always do with some more baddies in Smash. And remember when people thought that he would get in Smash Ultimate because in one of Sakurai's talks there were 2 chairs in the background which had the colors of Tail and Tettle, Skull Kid's fairy companions? Yeah, too bad that wasn't true. Metroid is a difficult story in my opinion. Of course we only had Samus for the longest time, together with Zero Suit Samus since Brawl. And ever since that people have been asking for Ridley, which we luckily got thanks to Papa Sakurai. But then the next best thing would have probably been Dark Samus, which he also threw in like it was nothing. So what now? The biggest wishes people had for Metroid already came true. So what's left? Well, I think a new bounty hunter would be pretty great. And among those, the best picks would be Rundus or Sylux. Rundus is known from Metroid Prime 3, an ice-wielding bounty hunter that helps Samus in her quest. A capable warrior who can handle his own. Unfortunately, he gets corrupted later, which makes him turn against Samus. Because of his ice attacks, he would provide a nice contrast to her in Smash. Sylux, on the other hand, first appeared in Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS. And he isn't as friendly as Rundus. He sees Samus as an enemy and attacks her immediately upon encountering her. Sylux uses the shock coil as a weapon which shoots neutron laser bursts at his enemy. It can also absorb drained energy. And if special landing for Metroid Prime 3, Sylux can be seen following Samus after the game is over. This could imply that he will get a role in the upcoming Metroid Prime 4, but that's just speculation. If that would be the case, then it would be a nice tie-in with Super Smash Bros. But Metroid Prime 4 could also give us an interesting new character. I think that game is going to shine some new light on the fighter that would be the next from the Metroid Prime series to come to Smash. Okay, this is maybe a bit of a stretch, but hear me out. Berto. Now the thing is, of course, is Berto a Yoshi character? The probable answer is no, as Berto has never appeared in a Yoshi game. But dare I say, I'm still going to use it here, because Yoshi and Berto have always had a special relationship. Just let me name a couple of examples for you. They were a pair in Mario Kart Double Dash, in Mario Tennis they share a stage and are each other's default partners, and they also often seem to show affection to each other. So for the sake of this video, let's just say that she is in fact from the Yoshi franchise. She or he, there seems to be some confusion over that, so let's just call Berto it. It appeared for the first time in Super Mario Bros. 2, as a boss enemy at the end of multiple levels. You can even still see Berto in the Mario Bros. 2 level in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. After that, she appeared many times in Mario Sports, Karts and party games as a playable character. Berto has never had an own game, but hey, that didn't keep it from being included in many other adventures. And why would it be great for Smash? Well, it would make a great contrast to Yoshi. Instead of pooping eggs, Berto can spit eggs. That kind of thing hits way harder, you know? And just look at that big ring. Imagine how much damage you can do with that. It's also pretty sad that Yoshi is still the only lizard boy from his own franchise in Smash. Well, he is here since the original. So let's make him happy for once. Let's get his girlfriend or boyfriend in there so he can have some fun as well. So, that's what I think. But one thing is way more important. What do you think? From the franchises that I just mentioned, which characters do you want to see? Let me know in the comments, as I really want to know who that's going to be. Also, this was just the first part in the series. Next time we will tackle more franchises from the Super Smash Bros. Universe. So be sure to click that subscribe button so you won't miss out. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please subscribe to the channel to support some more awesome Nintendo content. You can watch some of my other stuff on screen right now. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.